Hello my friends, this is Karina from KarinaWisdom.com, back with day 58 of the journey. So how am I feeling? Well, actually I'm feeling very curious. I did a quote yesterday. If you notice, I've been dropping some extra videos on YouTube. They're called Your Daily Wise Gems. And one of them I dropped today. It said something to the effect of, instead of looking at life in fear, look at life with curiosity. And it's not that I'm fearful of the journey, but I really took the curiosity part to the next level. So I'm really feeling very curious, and I've been reworking my strategy a bit. And you might have heard me talk about the 10x principle. So I've been reworking my strategy to really include the 10x principle. And what that is you normally have the goals that you set, and then you have the set actions that you take in order to achieve your goal. What the 10x principle teaches is, when you set your goal, multiply that by a factor of 10. So, for example, if you say that you're going to generate $1,000 per month for your business, then you multiply that by a factor of 10, and your new goal, your 10x version goal, would be that you'll be generating $10,000 per month for your business. But it's not only multiplying your goal by a factor of 10, it's also putting a plan of action in place that is also by a factor of 10. So you're taking 10 times the normal action so that you can get 10 times the result. And what the principle teaches pretty much is that because you are taking 10 times the level of action, you will be producing at a level that even if you don't make the 10K per month, as you have multiplied your initial goal by a factor of 10, you will definitely be making way more than 1,000 per month because you're taking 10 times the action. Now, what I realized is, I read the 10x principle. Actually, I'm on my third round of reading it again, and I realized something for myself. Even though I had the 10x version of my goal, I wasn't taking the 10x version of action towards achieving my goal. Meaning, yes, my friends, my DMO still remain the same. So I cannot be doing the same DMO and expecting 10 times the results. So today was really spent re-strategizing my DMO to make it a 10x style DMO. And then I've also come up with a WMO, which is my weekly method of operations, because there are certain things that I'm not able to do daily, but they need to be taken care of on a weekly basis. And so both my DMO and my WMO are 10x style. Now let me just be straight up with you guys right now. I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to make this happen every single day. None. No clue. As a matter of fact, several times I've even considered crossing things out. There's also moments where I went into that moment of fear that, can I actually do this? Then I went into the other moments where I thought, wow, I'm going to get a lot of criticism about this. But then I sat down and I thought about it. And I said to myself, you know what, Karina? You have absolutely nothing to lose if you take 10 times the action. Absolutely nothing. So then, once I realized that, I made a decision that I am going to dominate with my DMO. I'm going to find a way to make it work, because there has to be a way for it to work. So I'm not making excuses, I'm making plans, and my plans are going to ensure that my DMO works. Whether I'm going to have to come up with a system that is like clockwork for me to get everything done daily, because it is a lot. But on the other hand, I know that I have the potential to make sure that it's done on a daily basis. It's just for me to be focused and to sit down and get it done. And I did a few things today that I was like, wow, yeah, it feels it really feels good that I took that step. I got some things done for my DMO right now. Although I'm not able to activate the DMO as I would love to, like starting tomorrow, because it would require me to acquire some pieces of software and also to register on some new platforms and figure out how to use them. So there's sort of that learning curve before I actually activate the DMO. So the DMO is going to be in full operation, because today is day 58. It's going to be in full operation on day 60. So I'm going to be doing all my pre-prep to get everything going and test everything out, figure out how I'm going to work everything, work out my strategy, and then just hit the ground running on day 60. And I'll give you a reason why. So for instance, today, one of my things is I need to get my content out there as much as possible and on as many platforms as possible. However, I made a decision that I'm going to be going for the top 2 platforms based on type. So let me just put it this way. Video sharing. The top 2 platforms based on type for video sharing is YouTube and Vimeo. And then I was looking at slide shares, which is sharing PowerPoints. The top place for sharing PowerPoint is slideshare.net. The second place I haven't figured out as yet. There are lots of people that are like going left and right between the second place. Which one is it? One place says Scrib, but Scrib to me is to share PDF. So the plan is to get my content on the top 2 video sharing sites, the top 2 slide sharing sites, and the top 2 PDF sharing sites. Now, what's the big deal? Here it is. I had to figure out how to use SlideShare today. For whatever reason, even though it says that it uploads videos, it would not upload my video. So then I had to convert my video into a PowerPoint presentation. That took me a little bit of time. I was thinking, wow, do I have to do this every day? Because I have my videos done every day. And I'm like, okay, there has to be a better way to get this done. By the time I converted this video into PowerPoint, and luckily it's a short video, it's my 29-second video of my Your Daily Wise Gems. By the time I figured out how to convert that video into a PowerPoint, and then I converted the PowerPoint into a PDF, I uploaded it to SlideShare. Then it clicked like this. And I realized that I only needed to put one slide up on SlideShare, and then I could add my video, meaning my YouTube URL for my video could be added. And whenever anybody visits SlideShare, they will see my slide and then it would say YouTube video attached. And then they'll be able to click on the YouTube video and watch my daily quotes. So that took me a few hours to figure it out. And that's what I mean that I'm going to have to learn these platforms and learn ways to be more efficient. So obviously I figured out a way to be more efficient with that. I already have the image that I would use on SlideShare, so that's not a problem. And it's just a matter of putting it together. So it took me maybe an hour, hour and a half to do everything today, figure it out. Tomorrow it will take me about 10-15 minutes max. And then after that, I don't think it would take more than 5 minutes to get it done. So that's what I mean by the learning curve. So yes, the first couple of weeks with this new DMO is definitely going to be a challenge. And after that, I'll probably settle in some sort of pattern as I rework things, reorganize things, make things more efficient. Like I did with my old DMO, because when I started my old DMO, it was stressful. It wasn't something that I was used to doing, and now I have no issues doing it. I can just take care of it within minutes. The whole point of this is you need to shake things up. You need to, whenever things start getting comfortable, you need to shake it up, because success is just outside your comfort zone. So if you're feeling comfortable when you're doing things, then you will tend to be on some level of decline. You need to be pushing your limits. You need to be expanding your potential. And let me just say this, you are a human being. And as human beings, we have the ability to acclimatize to any new level that we're challenged at. So continuously push yourself, push your boundaries, push your potential. Massive actions will give you massive results. So why just do the regular? And that's what I think was my thing when the last couple of weeks, I was in my comfort zone with my DMO, and I think I was sort of like bored. So now I'm like really excited and fired up again because I would switch things up. And I know there's some people who like consistently doing the same thing every day. Yeah, that ain't me. But that's for another show. So continuously challenge yourself, push your potential, set yourself up to do more than you think you can do, and step outside your comfort zone. Because my friends, even though you only think you can do something within a certain time, let me tell you, you can do it faster. And I proved it when I wanted to post my quotes video before I watched Shark Tank. I gave myself 15 minutes. And usually, if I did it at my leisure, it would take me about an hour. So time yourself for these things. Trust me, you can get it done faster when you have the time pressure going on. My friends, you can click like to this video below, and while you're down there, click subscribe to the channel so you can get the latest video as soon as it's published. In the description below, you'll find a link to my website, KarinaWisdom.com. Click it, jump over there, and you'll see day 58 of the journey, exactly what I did today to move me forward towards achieving my goals. My friends, thank you again for tuning into this video. This is Karina from KarinaWisdom.com signing off. Boom.